Around the world, there is outstanding architectural design. Being an architecture aficionado has never been more thrilling, whether it's Tokyo's sleek and futuristic cityscape or Paris's towering historical masterpieces. It's easy to ignore the hidden gems and brilliant designs buried within diverse locations and constructions. That is why we have produced a list of 5 incredible architectural secrets from around the world that you can explore on your next vacation excursion. 1. Times Square is mostly empty. Times Square in New York City is one of the world's most famous and visited destinations. It is Manhattan's beating heart, home to one of the world's major entertainment districts and the famed Broadway theater area. On New Year's Eve, the renowned New Year's Ball is dropped from the 1 Times Square building to ring in the new year. 1 Times Square appears to be any other corporate tower from the outside. However, it is actually empty on the inside. 1 Times Square is one of the most costly pieces of real estate in the world, but it makes millions of dollars nearly entirely from advertising space. The interior of the building is empty and unused 364 days of the year. The reason for this is that bringing the building up to code is currently a difficult undertaking, thus keeping it vacant is much easier. St. Peter's Square in the Vatican City has a secret sundial. The Vatican City is more than just the Pope's hallowed residence. The official spiritual center of Catholicism also acts as the administrative headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church, as well as the residence of over 800 church members who work directly under the Pope. It is home to iconic treasures such as St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican Museums, the Sistine Chapel, and others. Many would-be Vatican visitors may be unaware that the city's iconic St. Peter's Square contains a hidden sundial. The marble and granite meridian paving stones in St. Peter's Square serve as clock markers. In the center of the square stands an 82-foot, 25-meter stone obelisk that serves as the sundial and can measure time pretty precisely from the sun's shadow cast. This was invented in the 18th century for both timekeeping and astronomical uses. Brighton Pavilion's secret tunnels. Every year, the coastline, resorts, and historical architecture of Brighton, England draw a large number of tourists. The city also has one of the most extensive underground tunnel networks in England. These 147-year-old underground tunnels span tremendous distances beneath Brighton. They were created in the 1870s to be used as complicated sewage systems. Brighton experiences significant rainfall on occasion, thus these drainage systems are critical to avoiding damage and loss. Because Victorians did not want to deal with cesspools, which would dump garbage directly into their backyards, one of the greatest engineering projects in British history was undertaken. Millions of bricks were precisely set and bonded with Brighton beach sand, which is even more astounding given that this was done in the days before power tools and hydraulics. The tunnels also used as hidden routes from the Royal Pavilion to Brighton Dome for royalty and staff. The Capitol Records Building sends a secret message in Morse code. The Capitol Records Building in Hollywood, California, was built in 1956 and is one of the city's most iconic buildings. Its futuristic space-age style stands out against the urban landscape of Los Angeles. It was originally built as the headquarters for Capitol Records, one of the most important record labels in the United States. This antique structure also has a hidden message in Morse code. Former Capitol Records president Alan Livingstone came up with the notion of having the building broadcast Morse code messages in the sky. When the Capitol Records building originally opened, Layla Morse, the daughter of Morse code inventor Samuel Morse, was given the honor of turning on the Capitol Records skylight. Since its inception, the light has been broadcasting Morse code in her honor, keeping her namesake's legacy alive in the night sky.